Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome back. The time that we were all waiting for to use up our energy, to use up our resources for farming has come. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you guys have been just saving up your energy for a 3x Savage Gear event, then the time has finally come for you guys to spend up all your energy and try to get those really sought after Savage Gear pieces. So if you have a look at your seer, let's say, and you're missing those good pieces to get her to that 300%, which I was trying to do until I got my blessing, which gave me like 20%, then this is the time for you. This year, you might think that these starts are insane. This is what you need to actually be farming stages 25 as efficiently as possible with the quickest, the best masteries possible for you to have the quickest time, and as well as clearing through the waves without, using a defense down weakened champion. The Savage Gear really brings out the difference in high damage dealing champions, and unfortunately, we have the Letha sets, which are only farmable once every 3 months from the Doom Tower, and those are totally up to RNG. This time around, RNG is in our favor with the 3x chances for us to get the Savage Gear. This will be insane because this will be starting on the 29th. This Sunday, we'll have the 3x chances enabled on the Savage Gear from the Fire Knight. We're probably going to have a tournament in there as well. And I want to see on how much players out there will be farming for the Savage pieces and how many points that they'll be getting on the tournament. I'll definitely be spending probably my gems. We'll have the CVC as well starting on Tuesday, so you might want to have that in mind in terms of spending. But overall, the chances are there, guys. If you didn't know the chances for you to get any gear, let me show you right here on a pretty cool example of what it's going to happen once these 3x chances are enabled. By the way, we'll also have a 2x on speed sets next Sunday, but I didn't really think that was much newsworthy compared to the 3x on Savage, which is the first time that we ever have this event. All right, so on stage 25, you have a 13% chance to get a legendary 6-star piece of gear, a legendary piece of gear, and then out of that, the 6-star chance is at a 32%. So that's 32% times 13% to actually get a 6-star legendary. Comparing it to stage 20, it's 27% chance to get a 6-star with a 7.5% chance to get a legendary. And then comparing it to stage 24, it's a 31% chance with a 12% chance. So the difference is there, but the energy efficiency is also, obvious on stage 24 and 25. It's all up to you on which one you want to farm. If you want to have that little bit of edge for that much better piece of gear, right? Well, not much better, but the highest quality that we have that is farmable and is not from the Hydra, then yeah, this is it, 13%, 32%. What this means is that our chances are also increased. If I can give you an example of what I mean right here, guys. So what happens during a 2x and a 3x chances for getting gear? Right now, from the Fire Knight, we have a 1 out of 9 chance to get a Savage piece of gear. How do you calculate that? Well, there's only 9 sets available through the Fire Knight's castle right here. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets available, and every time you get an actual piece, you have a 1 out of 9 chances for it to be Savage. So that is about 11% chance, as you see right here, 11% chance every time you farm the Fire Knight to get a Savage piece of gear. When we had a 2x chance for that, that becomes a 2 out of 10, so a very much rounded 20% chance, 1 out of 5 pieces that would drop would be a Savage set. Again, those didn't look that great, but now when we have the 3x, this will be a 3 out of 11 with a 27% chance, if you round that up, round that down actually, 27% chance to get a Savage piece of gear. So 1 every 4, a little bit better than 1 every 4 pieces of gear will be Savage. This is obviously the best time we had ever to get the Savage pieces. 145% chance boosted. You'll be getting 145% more pieces of Savage compared to farming normally the Fire Knight. That being said, get your best farmers out there, optimize your team so that you can farm and use up as much energy as you feel comfortable with for farming the finite. I definitely think that this is very, very nice. And it makes me think, okay, if you're doing this, will they ever introduce mythical gear just to make us say, okay, you farmed all that legendary savage, might as well go for that mythical savage. But they obviously also need to add places where we'll use that, mythical savage if it ever comes. But yeah, this is how it becomes. It becomes 3 out of 11, 27% chance. This is quite an obvious difference. It's not like when we have a 2x chance or a 10x chance for a champion, 10x chance for a champion. It's not that little of a difference. When we're talking about gear, which is only 9 pieces dropping, this is how different it becomes in terms of summoning. So yeah, definitely save up your energy until Sunday when this starts. Use it up. If you were going for the anniversary Titan event, you probably are going to be missing some points here and there, which eventually will lead you to lose the sacred shard. I was actually thinking of going a little bit heavier on the Ice Golem tournament, but now that we have this one popping up, I might as well even save this 200 energy that I have here, because I really want to farm more gear for my own champions that I use the most, such as my Seer, such as my damage dealers. My Trunda needs better savage gear, which I'll equip her soon. I was making a video on Yannicka. If you didn't see it before, I have a +4 empowered Yannicka. I made a really fun one. She had like 370% crit rate, and you can't crit damage, so you can't really do that without insane gear. And we'll even see more insane gear with ascended pieces coming soon and on those crazy accounts. So that being said, guys, will you be farming this Sunday on savage gear? Will be saving for the speed gear next Sunday? Well, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully we get more of these with other sets also featured, and a standard 3x becomes the norm, so we get the best return for our energy investment. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.